Welcome back to Wild Science with HEB. Today we're going to learn about animal habitats. Here at Gladys Porter Zoo, we have animals that come from habitats such as grasslands, rainforests, and deserts. All of these habitats differ from one another and provide certain elements that animals need to thrive and survive.
Hi, my name is Grayson. What is a habitat?
A habitat is a natural home or environment of an animal, plant, or other organism. Let's start with the grasslands. You may have guessed by the name of this habitat that the dominant form of vegetation is grass. There are two types of grasslands, temperate and tropical grasslands, also known as savannas. Grasslands can be found in the regions between rainforests and deserts and on every continent except Antarctica. Temperate grasslands are vast, open spaces where mostly grass grows with little to no trees or shrubs. They get just enough rainfall to keep them from becoming deserts. An example of an animal that lives in a temperate grassland is the western gray kangaroo. It is a mammal that is endemic to Australia and can be found in the grasslands of the southern region of the continent.
Hello, my name is Isaac. What is endemic?
Endemic is a term used when an animal or plant can only be found in a particular place. Kangaroos are one of many consumers found in a grassland habitat. They help control the growth of vegetation by feeding on grasses and wild flowering plants. Now let's move on to tropical grasslands, aka savannas. They are grassy plains in tropical and subtropical regions with many trees, but not enough trees to create a canopy. The ground of a savanna is able to receive a lot of sunlight, unlike the floor of the rainforest, which we will be discussing in a bit. Savannas also have a rainy season. The largest savanna can be found in Africa. A multitude of animals can be found in a savanna. For example, you can find an African serval, which is a mammal that lives in most parts of Africa. They primarily live in the bush, tall grass, and dry reed beds where there is plenty of water. These wildcats will often hide and spring out from the tall grass to catch their prey. Let's move on to a habitat that has enough trees to create a canopy and only allows 2% of sunlight to make its way to the ground. This habitat is known as the rainforest. Like grasslands, they can also be found on every continent of the world except Antarctica. The Amazon rainforest in South America is the largest. Tropical rainforests can be found 28 degrees north and south of the equator. It is always warm and wet. It rains up to an inch a day. The forest is made up of 4 layers: the forest floor, understory, canopy, and the emergent layer. Some trees can grow up to 200 feet, and over 50% of the world's animals live in the rainforest. Some of these animals are arboreal.
My name is Lorena Peña, and my question is, what is arboreal?
Arboreal can describe an animal that spends most of its life in trees. For example, the two-toed sloth is considered to be an animal that is arboreal. It is a herbivorous animal that lives in the canopy of the rainforests of Central and South America. Using its long, sharp claws, the sloth makes its way through the branches hanging upside down. They are the slowest animals, moving only 6 feet per minute on the ground and 10 feet per minute in the trees. They move so slow that algae grows on them. Unfortunately, the habitat of this amazing animal is quickly disappearing due to deforestation.
What is deforestation?
Deforestation is the act of clearing a wide area of trees for farming, grazing of livestock, mining, and drilling. The rainforest once covered 14% of the Earth's surface, but now it only covers about 6% because of deforestation. Now let's move on to a habitat that is the complete opposite of the wet rainforest. This habitat is known as a desert. When most people think of deserts, they think of vast areas of land with very little vegetation that are covered in sand. However, what defines a desert is the amount of rainfall it receives per year. Any area that receives less than 10 inches of rain per year is considered a desert. Therefore, the Antarctic, which is known as a polar desert, is the largest desert in the world, measuring 5.5 million square miles. The largest non-polar desert is the Sahara Desert, which is found in Africa. Like other habitats, it is home to a variety of animals from reptiles to mammals. For example, Gila monsters are reptiles that live in the Mojave, Sonoran, and Chihuahuan deserts, which are all found in North America. They spend most of their lives underground. They are venomous and hunt for their prey using their sense of taste and smell, feeding mostly on small mammals. Gila monsters are listed near threatened on the IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species. Their population is declining. Sadly, the populations of many animals are continuing to decline, and some are already considered endangered due to habitat degradation.
Hi, I'm Coral. What's habitat degradation?
Habitat degradation occurs when the quality of a natural habitat declines, making it harder for the native species to survive. Human activities such as urbanization, pollution, climate change, and the introduction of invasive species can all cause habitat degradation. There are many simple things that you can do at home to prevent this from happening. You can reuse and recycle the stuff you already have in your home. You can also create an animal-friendly habitat in your own backyard. We hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe and share it with your family and friends.